everybody, this is Ostuni, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World. And just like Braun Strowman, I'm not finished with this! And I'm going to Wrestlemania, actually. That's actually something I'm really excited about. Wrestlemania 34, I'm going to it. This coming up Sunday. That's going to be something really fun. Hopefully, if you guys follow me on Twitter or something like that, I'm sure I will post up videos as the event happens. Still wondering who my boy Braun Strowman's tag team partner is going to be. So many different scenarios going through my head, but anyway, back to this game in particular, Monster Hunter World. We are currently in a situation to where we can just kind of look around in the Elder Recess for tracks for Near Gigante, because that is the primary objective right now. But there's something that happened in the last episode that I didn't even get to show you guys. And I want to see if I can show it to you real quick. I didn't even realize this happened until I got into the game and I just started kind of looking around. After the last quest that I did, and basically seeing every single monster, you didn't even have to fight the lava fucker that I had to in the last episode. Good God, that was a terrible fucking hunt, by the way. That was just me getting back into the swing of things, though, so hopefully nothing too much else. But what happened was I went to the last level, and I didn't have that many quests before, but now I have every fucking quest. Jesus. There's just so many things because I didn't have the ability to hunt the Azure Rathalos. I didn't have the ability to hunt the Uragon, the Lavatheos, which I will never do again, or a high rank expedition level Odegaron, which this would have been very helpful for whenever I was trying to get all the armor together. But I didn't have any of these quests before. Ooh, and also the Black Diablos, which I'm pretty sure people would probably like to know that this is a thing. Yeah, but whenever you explore the Elder Recess and encounter all the monsters, you will unlock all of these awesome optional quests here that will allow you to hunt down some of these awesome monsters at your leisure. And I assume that as we continue to do this, that we will unlock even more. Jesus Christ, I do not think I would even try to do this quest, because these are, like, the Gyros is okay, the Odegaron I have fought enough, the Bone, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but, the Bone Hedgehog of Death, is very aggravating to fight, as is his ore-covered cousin that lives in the Elder Recess. But Beelzebub, I, do have fun with whenever I hunt, but it's been a while since I've actually hunted one. But for right now, let's actually make our way back to... Oh, hi. So there is a Basilgeuse in here. I may make an episode out of trying to hunt it as well as trying to actually get some Nergigante evidence together, but I'm kind of wanting a little bit more of a chill episode just for right now, just to get me back into the swing of this game. I know that I'm going to have to get into hunting something very soon, but I just want to take a minute because, like, I don't want to just be, like, I want to let you guys in on something. I'm a person. And I'm not just all about doing the games and everything like that. I have other stuff going on. For instance, like I said, Wrestlemania is coming up. For those of you who follow professional wrestling and everything like that. And I'm going to it. I'm excited. Daniel Bryan getting added to the card at the last second was something very amazing. Me and my friend who are going, like, we did not even expect that at all. And Braun Strowman having a mystery partner for WrestleMania, I really hope that it's not Elias, because, like, the thing is that everybody wants to say, like, it's gonna be Elias, but I'm like, I mean, why would that be the case? I mean, you get the crap beaten out of you and everything like that, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, I guess we'll just be partners now since you dropped a fucking piano on me and shit like that. Is that the way it works? I don't think so. Like, I think WWE has something a little bit more in mind for both Braun Strowman and for Elias. And the reason I say that is because me and my friend had a theory about what Elias could do at Whoa, Jesus, Basil Curse, who is probably my favorite non-elder dragon in the game, because he has so many cool little mechanics and everything to him, and he's just a fun dragon to fight in general.
Has been here. We're on the right track.
Okay, so we only need a little bit more. Let's see. Okay. So let's see if... Nah, I don't think we're gonna go down there and we're actually gonna be able to find him. Not that I'm afraid of Lava Bitch or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, from a logical standpoint, I just don't see him traversing there. Like, all this area over here. Oh, definitely. But back to what I was saying. I think Elias, something me and my friend kind of brought up is, like, we could see Elias do a segment where he comes out with the guitar, and this is semi a long shot, but semi not a long shot, so make of it what you will. I think what might happen is he'll do his thing like he usually will, like he'll want to play his guitar and everything like that. And in the middle of insulting everybody, probably in New Orleans, which, by the way, Elias, I bet that would go over extremely well if this was anything but WWE. And then The Rock would come out, Dwayne motherfucking Johnson, and there would be a back and forth between the two of them, and I think that would be a really fun thing to watch. I would think it would make much more sense than just throwing Elias as Braun's tag team partner. Now, for those of you who watch What Culture Wrestling, which if you don't, then how are you a wrestling fan right now? It's a wonderful fucking channel to follow. They actually brought up a very interesting possibility, because I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the Mix Match Challenge on Facebook is actually doing pretty well. And one possibility that they brought up, because they actually did an episode on who they think could be his Braun Strowman's tag team partner. And one theory was Alexa Bliss. And I could see it if the context that they described actually came into play. And what is that context, you may ask? Like, because it has to be pretty good if you think a female wrestler is actually going to tag up with a male superstar for the actual male tag belts. Okay, so here was what they were kind of saying, is that Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania is going to happen. That is a given. However, I think what is going to wind up happening is that I think Nia is going to go over at WrestleMania. I think that Nia deserves a run with the belt, and I think that they are doing a pretty good job with the program thus far. Where the fuck is any more stuff for the goddamn Nurhagante? Okay, I'll start diving down deeper. But basically, what would happen is that Nia would beat the crap out of Alexa Bliss, logically, until it was almost to the point where she was kayfabe knocked out. But the next part would be interesting. You would have to either do one of two things. You would either have to have Braun come out to the ring before his match would even start, or, and this is actually a lot more likely, have her taken to the back by medical staff, and whenever the match is about to happen, have Braun Strowman come out, do his arm raise up thing, but then he goes, wait a minute, turns around, goes to the back, comes back out with Alexa Bliss, who was his partner in the mixed tag match challenge, and also it definitely, I don't think, has to be argued that they were the most popular team in that whole competition. But basically what would happen is Braun would come out to the ring with Alexa Bliss on his shoulder, basically plop her on the ring apron, scream at the ref, "That's my partner, bring the bell," and the match would start. Which could potentially, ooh, that's interesting. Unknown Skull. Oh, two of them. That's like brand new. Interesting. But that would actually bring a interesting precedent for something else, possibly. A mixed tag championship, because I think the mixed tag challenge was a lot more successful than anybody thought it was going to be. Not just because of not just because of Braun and Alexa specifically. Don't get me wrong, they were pretty much the marquee team of the entire thing until they got eliminated for whatever reason. But I don't want any of you. I just want to look for parts of a monster that has nothing to do with you. Okay, I don't think I've been down here, though. But yeah, I think that would be a great way to capitalize on all that and have a really interesting WrestleMania moment and potentially establish a mixed tag championship where both the increasingly large male and female rosters of both rosters, Raw and SmackDown, could actually have something to do and would give logic to giving them some more TV time. Because think about this. All of a sudden, a team like Titus Worldwide with Dana Brooke and Titus O'Neil, or either him or... shit, what's his name? Apollo, pretty much. One of those two tagging with Dana Brooke. That team all of a sudden has legitimacy because it's for the mixed tag division. Let's see. You could have Woken Matt Hardy team up with a diva and then basically have a broken diva. And not only that, but that gives them time to develop, like especially some of the newer talent that's actually on the roster, like Mandy Rose, because one teaming that I actually thought was very short-lived that would have been interesting to see continue was Team Rose Gold, and in case you guys forgot who that was Goldust and Mandy Rose. I thought that would have been cool to see go on a little bit more, because it seemed like I could tell during, like, promos and stuff like that they legit enjoyed, like, working together, and that they actually dug what they created. So, Jesus, where is more Gigante? I want it now. Let's see. Yeah, is it just, like, rare to find parts for Nier Gigante in here? I'm not quite sure. Actually, I got an idea. Let's actually... Okay, so there is an area that we can not simply go into. But that's fine, because what we're gonna do is we are going to return from Expedition, and we're gonna go straight back into it. The video definitely isn't over yet, guys, because, this is kind of nice. Like, not necessarily, like, doing a big, gigantic, long hunt for, Monster Hunter World, which, don't get me wrong, that's exactly what this whole game is about. But, oh, no. I want that. There we go. Okay. So we did get a little bit of a chunk in there. Let's see. Let's actually really quickly get back into the Elder Recess. But while I'm doing that, I'll just go ahead and talk about WrestleMania just a little bit more. Who knows? Maybe some fans of wrestling will actually see this, and maybe they'll like it, not necessarily because of even Monster Hunter going on, but because of wrestling. Or maybe some of you guys that play Monster Hunter will also be all like, hey, I like wrestling too, this guy's pretty cool, or something like that. But another thing that I really wanted, another thing that I'm actually kind of interested in is seeing the Undertaker versus John Cena. And I don't get it. Some of you who have been keeping up with professional wrestling and are just kind of tuning in and out of it may not get what I'm talking about, but what I am referring to is I don't get what WWE is doing as far as John Cena's program towards the Undertaker. I don't understand it because he's referring to the Undertaker as if he's been a heel his entire career. The Undertaker, I mean, referring to the Undertaker as if he's been a heel his entire career. The Undertaker is known for being mysterious. And he's like, you're just a coward. No, he's a mysterious character, and he's been this way forever. Yeah. It's just one of those things to where I'm like, if anything, like, I don't know if you're trying to get the reaction of John Cena as the bad guy, but if you're trying to do that, like, I think you're kind of winning at that. But then again, if we're looking for a legit John Cena heel turn, that should have happened a long fucking time ago, and I'm pretty sure most of you will agree with me on that. But just like his theme song implies, his time is up, and you know what? Every fucking other wrestler's time is now. Because in addition to the rumors being that John Cena is pretty much like going to slowly phase out of WWE much more like after WrestleMania, another name that's pretty obvious that has been heavily rumored to be phasing out after WrestleMania, if not just disappearing altogether, is Brock Lesnar. And I have to say, I will not miss Brock Lesnar at all. Because I don't know if it's necessarily his character work or not, but I just got the air that Brock just legitimately doesn't give a shit. Like, there's character work, and if his character work is this good, then bravo to him. If it comes out later on that he was like, oh god, I really did love the business, but Vince insisted I had to be a dick, then I would be like, oh, okay, sure. But I seriously doubt that it was character work. I really don't think that he likes being there. And if you don't like being there, then just fucking don't waste our time. But I think it's going to be good. I know that a lot of people are going to say something along the lines of like, dude, Roman Reigns is garbage and everything like that. And I'm like, let's go ahead and look past the whole it's Roman Reigns that they're putting over thing. Let's go ahead and look past that for a minute. This is going to be a person that the company, and this is actually coming from my friend's perspective, and I do agree with him. This is a guy who obviously is going to be in the business for the good long haul, assuming he doesn't get hurt or assuming he doesn't fuck his own career up. And he will be at every show with the championship. And he will defend it every night. Well, every conceivable pay-per-view. You know what I mean, though. But I think it's a good thing that that's my dream. I think it is good that Roman will win the championship because it will make the Universal Championship into a legitimate championship that is defended pay-per-view after pay-per-view and everything like that. Because it hasn't been, and it's kind of hurt the belt a little bit. I don't know necessarily if... Jesus, where is some more Duragate stuff? I don't know necessarily if even winning the belt from Lesnar is going to help Reigns out. I don't know if Brock holding on to the belt for that long has helped the belt any. I'm pretty sure that it hasn't, because it's only been defended like once every 2 to 3 months for the past year. But I mean, it's such a weird thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would just prefer a active champion. All I'm saying is that just remember that Roman is not going to be champion all the time, even though he's going to be a main player. I would be excited for the prospect of who's going to eventually take the championship off of Roman Reigns. That's what I would look at if I were a fan. I would look at people like, just a little name right off the top of my head, Braun Strowman. Braun is the hottest goddamn commodity in the company right now. He is improved vastly. You can tell that he wants to be there and that he wants to improve. And it shows. It really does. And it's something else that I don't get is why Vince isn't using this opportunity to really just thrust him into the limelight. I guess maybe not to encourage the stereotype of him being Vince's chosen one. And if that's the case, I can understand that. But Vince, here's the thing though. I would believe Braun being that big main event guy. Because he is a legitimate, strong dude. He is not another 245-pound, which it definitely is strong and everything like that, don't get me wrong. I'm not close to that myself. But he is not just another 245-pound dude in a sea of 245-pound dudes that just so happens to be the one that you're going to label as the strong one. No, he is legit strong. And you have built him up that way. And I don't think there should be fear in giving him that kind of responsibility. I think that he would go, he would definitely go over better than Roman if you decided tomorrow that you were going to push him instead of Roman. But it seems like this is actually going to take a little bit longer than I thought. So I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes, I think. So, and you know what? For this last 5 minutes, still going to be talking about just WrestleMania and everything like that, because that's something that I want to try and do every once in a while now. Is that whenever I do have the ability to do a more casual setting video, I want to talk to you guys about stuff that I like, so that you guys get a better feel for me. And maybe even you guys may interact and just be all like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, totally, about that wrestling stuff. Or you could even be all like, you're an idiot, and I could be all like, okay, tell me why I'm an idiot. And then you could tell me why, and I could be all like, maybe I see your point. However, counter argument, and we could go back and forth and be all like, you know what, this person, you and me have opinions, and that is good. So, yeah. But for the last little thing I wanted to mention is a match that happens every fucking year. Pretty sure you know where it's going. A match that has been happening every year at WrestleMania that could be much more than what it is currently. Ooh, who are you? Hi. Hello. You look cuddly. Oh, you're so cute. Oh. Alright. Oh, is he... He's gonna follow us, yeah! Alright, cool. So. A match that happens every year that I think should mean a greater deal than what it does is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And this can actually also be applied to the upcoming Women's Battle Royal that they are introducing at this year's WrestleMania. And I think that both of them need something more. And don't get me wrong, a trophy in remembrance of Andre the Giant is, of course, a good thing. But, like, when is the last time that someone from the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal did something just fucking amazing and went on to do just the most amazing of things? Like, there isn't one so far. Like, and here's what I mean. Like, here's what I would personally do. Oh, yeah! Is this the last one? Is this going to be enough to put me over the edge?
I think that about does it for
Yes!
Let's report back to the ecological research team.
Let me go ahead and get this real quick. Might as well. Alright, and the thing about that is that they can do it because if I were doing the booking, I would say that there would be another prize for whoever won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Something much more tangible than a trophy that only appears probably on screen once or twice. And that's another problem. Because don't get me wrong, that trophy is nice at WrestleMania, and it is nice the night after, but you never really see it too much after that. And what I am meaning is... let's see... is a title shot. And I don't mean necessarily a WWE or World Heavyweight Championship shot. Like, because, to be honest, no offense to anyone who would be involved, like, most of the people involved are going to be mid-card to, jobber level. No offense to them. But I think that the winner of that should receive a shot at maybe a Intercontinental or United States Championship, depending on which show they're at, of course. And for the Women's Battle Royal, I think it would be fair to actually give them a shot at the Women's Championship, because there are a lot more women as of right now on the show with nothing really to go for, because there's only one Women's Championship. For now. Wink, smiley face, possibly. So, that's really my thought on the whole Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Put stakes to it so that there's a little bit more riding on it, and a little bit more tension from the audience as well. Just my opinion on it. But anyway, it seems that we have gathered up all the evidence for Nergigante that we possibly can, so we should actually have our heading for the next episode. Wow, that was actually 30 minutes. Yeah, that's right, because I actually said, like, I'll go for another 5 whenever I was at 25 minutes. But then again, I had a lot of fun, like, hopefully talking to you guys about some stuff in WWE.
I think
by the way,
want to report to ecological research?
Asuka should totally go over at WrestleMania over Charlotte, because no one is ready for Asuka, and Asuka is super totes adorbs. Just saying. Because I know one of her favorite series is Monster Hunter, and if she watches this video and sees that I said that, that'd be totally fucking sweet. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. But oh yeah, that's right. We gotta speak to the chief ecologic. I was getting distracted thinking about Asuka. Better stop that. Alright, here we go. Chief ecologist. What you got? Oh, there you are. I thought I should tell you that Admiral asked us to study Nergigante, and study we did. We found out that he had more spines than Sonic the Hedgehog. Put up a quest soon. In the meantime, there's something you should know. One of my favorite fruits is dried cranberries. Based on the evidence you provided, we figured out what it feeds on. Okay, this is a little bit more interesting. Whoa. He eats... Nergigante eats elder dragons. Was he trying to eat Zora Magdaros? Is that it? That's explained why we only seen Nergigante during Elder Crossings. Also why it hunted Zora Magdaros so relentlessly. It was trying to eat him. There's only one way to classify a monster that can't be classified, and that's to toss it into the Elder Dragon pile. Anyway, I thought you should know. The commander should fill you in on the rest. Good luck out on the field. That's all I've got to say now. Is that what's all you're gonna... Okay, Pink Rathian and blah. Okay. Welp. That was an interesting turn of events. For sure. Yeah. So, Nergigante eats fucking Elder Dragons and was trying to eat Zora Magdaros. Okay. But... we will see what the commander has to say in the next episode, because this is running a little bit longer than I would really like it to. But then again, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my discussion about WrestleMania 34 coming up in New Orleans. And question of the day. Actually, a couple of questions of the day. What do you think is going to be... the surprise hit match of WrestleMania, and which one of the following 3 main event caliber matches are you most looking forward to? Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which I did not mention on that, but to be honest, it is a match to where I could see either competitor winning, so it's very hard for me to judge that one. And, of course, Undertaker versus John Cena. I have to say, I'm really looking forward to Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles, because they know each other so damn well in real life and in professional wrestling as well. So I don't think they have it in them to give us a bad match. I think that we are going to see something truly spectacular from both men, assuming that AJ Styles is completely 100% at WrestleMania because of his... I can't remember whether it's like a calf or like ankle injury, but then again, no one on SmackDown and no one in WWE has said anything that raises severe cause for alarm, so I think that we're pretty much safe on that. But anyway, thank you guys once again so much for watching. Oscar totally call me. I'll be in Nolans. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. This is Ostuni signing off.